Bebe saa zingine kuna time unaonanga
shida inakukaa.
somebody is wasting your time.
You look problems.
You're just like chilling. You're just having your coffee, you're seated nicely, and then somebody, you can see very well. Wameva Adidas. Wameva Reeboks. You can see the way they look like wameva Gucci. And then they come and approach you, and you're like, please, uncle, what do you have from me? What do you want from me? Ameva koti meinama hivi. Anakuja kukuongelesha for what? Why do you don't know what problems I'm carrying?
You really don't.
You don't know what I need. I'm praying to God. God, send me an angel.
Yes.
Send me a miracle. Alafu unakuja pana koti meinama.
Hi, we are two buddies, one mic.
My name is Sturi Faye. Thank you for liking and subscribing, just being a buddy. We really do appreciate it.
And my name is Kathomi, and I'm just excited to be here. Today, as you can tell, some of us are not, they don't seem very ready for the show. Because apparently, life is lifing, you know. But
you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry about
appreciate it. But just so we can, because we're going to a comment section. There's just, I didn't have enough time and we needed to shoot. So here we are. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. So today we're going to be talking about something very controversial, which is money, finances. And there's just this thing about there's no romance without finance. But at the same time, I feel like it's very responsible of us to know ourselves.
Yes.
Self-awareness is very important. I have seen a lot of girls on the internet talking about face card never declines because that's the only currency you have. Of course, it's not going to decline. Okay. But please, don't come for me. Don't come. But in the dating scene, I feel like we've gotten to the age, I'm speaking for us, we're at the age where you're not just dating for the sake of dating. You're dating because it improves your life. It makes your life better. There's a level of elevation to it. You're not just dating for the sake of bodily fluids and vibes.
True.
So for you to do that, for you to date with a purpose, you have to sieve through a lot of nonsense.
Absolutely.
And the question we have for you today is, when did you realize that person was not your type financially? There's your type and then your type financially. And I know men are going to come for us because anytime we say, hey, my type financially, they're like, even my type, my type physically.
What you have.
You don't have big bum. You don't have nyash.
Let me tell you, the moment we say, and I think we
it's
were
so triggering
about
for guys.
It is such a trigger because I feel like, unfortunately, we are again at that point of juxtaposition where it's a man provides and a woman just looks nice, you know. So we've not gotten to the point where like we are westernized enough to just admit that sometimes it doesn't always have to be that. It doesn't always have to be that man equals money, woman equals vibes. Anyway,
I feel like I wouldn't even call it like westernized enough. I just call it like there are different contributions to a relationship and to a household. I may not be contributing financially, but I'm contributing in other ways that are still relevant. I feel like we have put a lot more importance on financial contribution that we overlook everything else.
That's true. And I think it brings a lot more problems, I think, which we'll speak about later on, like when a man is like never there and then they're like, but what, she left me because I was never there, but I was out there providing. Like it brings a lot of other issues, which I think we will dissect a bit later on. But right now, let's get into the conversation because this has been trending on Twitter. These are not our opinions. These are the opinions of people of X. These are the X's.
And before you actually come for us and come for blood, listen, I knew this person was not my type financially because I was very intimidated by their finances.
Yes.
I remember he was my first boyfriend. Aki, I was so in love with this boy. Aki, if you're watching this, I won't say your name because you recently proposed to somebody. But I was so in love with this person. But, looking at our backgrounds, there was a huge contrast. Me, I came from a hustling nation. Them, they were a cool kid. They were doing cool kid things.
Yeah.
At SG, let's go out. Let's hang out. First, so I was very intimidated and I broke up with them because I realized I would always feel small.
Yeah.
Anytime I was with them.
Yeah.
So that is how it happened. He was not my type financially at the time.
I think that's a very common thing, especially when you're like in high school and stuff like that. You feel like the different socioeconomic differences between families is where it's presented the most. Like this guy is like, oh, let's go out for ice cream. I'm like, bitch, I ain't got ice cream money.
I don't even have transport.
What do you make?
My God.
Yeah. So
I don't want to ask for that money.
Yeah, and I would always cancel on plans simply because I didn't have the money to go. Like, oh yeah, let's go out for ice cream. Tunaishi Ruai, bus fare ilikuwa 100 shillings. How am I gonna afford that shit? And then we get there and we're looking at each other. How am I getting back home? I have to convince my mom to give me 200 shillings and then extra to go out. Yeah, those are lies. It's only stories are Java. So I think for that time, I think that was the thing. But at the same time, you would still have like a little respect for yourself. You're like, lakini hata kama sina pesa, siwezi kubali. Your boyfriend telling you we switch to Airtel. Oh, we switch to a different mobile subscriber, so that we can be able to have 3 minutes to talk for hours on end.
Mulika.
Niseme ukweli.
Mulika, that peasant.
Those were the things that used to happen. And they're like, you should buy a new SIM card. Zuku. It was Zuku.
Telcom.
No, there was Telcom. Oh yeah, there was Telcom. There was another one which had a Z. I forget what it was called. I don't remember. There was another Z line that you used to buy. I think with 30 shillings. Maybe we can talk for 7 hours. Like free texts. Hata kama mimi nimesota sikuwa nimefika hapo mahali.
Guy.
Yeah.
Guy, imagine not having airtime.
Babe, my airtime is finished. Let me call you tomorrow when they give me 3 minutes. But let me tell you.
The ghetto. But I feel like those are very young relationships.
They are very young.
I feel like if you're 25 and above and still asking for airtime in relationships, maybe evaluate yourself.
You should know better.
What is my contribution to this planet Earth? And when the question was paused, gentlemen, when did you know they were not your type financially? This person said, when he switched the fridge off to save electricity because he had 2 units left until payday. It was the 9th. What do you mean? It's the beginning of the month. What do you mean you have 2 units left to take you through the month? Because I'm analipwa like bi-weekly. I'm analipwa weekly.
I am hoping it's like a weekly
being
pay slip.
Yeah. Because if 2 units were to carry him through
a whole month.
So unless kila siku ni candlelit dinners, you imagine stubbing your toe because your boyfriend won't turn on the lights because amebakisha 0.9. Imagine showering with cold water because your boyfriend has said, but then amebakisha units mbili by the month. Who are you dating? Who are these peasants?
That's a problem. And this one is a guy actually, and he said, I knew she wasn't my type when she quit her job when she saw my pay slip. I thought it was a joke. Since then, I always receive my pay slip through email. Hakuna ile physical evidence ya kuambia ati, oh babe, I saw how much money you make. I'm gonna quit my job. Like I'm now officially a housewife. Let me tell you, women can frustrate you.
And I know we're asking, who are these peasants you're dating? Please, me, I used to be in love with somebody like that. When we started dating, he presented as very financially affluent. Ali present as mimi ni hule mse. But kwa ground nika realize because we had been dating like in Ila, we're always meeting at restaurants, we're always hanging out, we're always at the club, but we're never at each other's houses.
You've never even seen what color he's getting.
And he knows me, I live at home. But why do you never invite me to your house? So there's this, I was really mad. I was like, hey, listen, When you have a wife, why do you never take me to your house? Finally, after a lot of convincing, that should have been the first flag. I went to this person's house. Tell me why it was TRM. Like behind TRM. It was the ghetto. Anyway, like fast forward, I remember like in the morning, him asking me for money. Me, if I'm leaving your house in the morning, okay? See, you're like paying for my Uber or something. Or, so me, I'm requesting my Uber. So me, I'm thinking, he's going to pay. And even if he doesn't pay, it is okay. Me, I'm going home. Because the things I have witnessed, never again. He asks me for money. He says he wants to leave money for the people at home. He used to live with a cousin or a brother or something. And we're just like, oh, the ghetto. Oh, my God. What is this? Oh, the shock, the culture shock. Anyway.
I think that nothing, no, and this is a personal thing. This is like a me thing. Nothing in this world makes me look at you in like a way more than a man asking me for money. And I am talking out of trauma. I am speaking out of trauma. Because I have seen what men who ask for money from their women end up looking like, you guys,
Trauma.
I have seen my of course, I'm older than my brother, and of course I got like a job earlier than him, and at least I was able to figure myself out even when I didn't have a job. But like taking that responsibility of taking care of another grown-ass adult. Mimi, your trauma, it has made me realize a man asking me for money is an instant no.
It's an ick immediately.
Like I will, it doesn't matter whether you...
somebody is wasting your time.
You look problems.
You're just like chilling. You're just having your coffee. You're seated nicely. And then somebody, you can see very well. Wameva Adidas. Wameva Reeboks. You can see the way they look like wameva Gucci. And then they come and approach you. And you're like, please, uncle, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? Ameva koti meinama hivi. Anakuja kukuongelesha for what? Why do you don't know what problems I'm carrying?
You really don't.
You don't know what I need. I'm praying to God. God, send me an angel. Yes. Send me a miracle. Alafu unakuja pana koti meinama. It's maddening. It's annoying.
Oh my God. Apparently, it seems I've gotten to the page where the men are the ones complaining. She invited me out for our second date. The bill came. Didn't even do the fake thing of reaching for the card.
Okay.
So I paid. This, after we went to Fun Company, where I also paid. Did I mention she invited me? I feel like usually
when you've initiated,
when you're the one who's initiated, then especially when you're like when you're not my boyfriend, you're not my fiance. Stage. We're kind of just getting to know each other, and you initiate. You don't know what my financial situation is like, but you've offered to let's go out. If you say let's go out, unless you have told me, please, we are going Dutch, and you're the one paying for the bill. I honestly, this one I get. Don't ambush someone with a bill. You don't know what their finances are set up in the time that you've asked them to go out.
Don't expect the man to come through.
It's not, just assume they don't have money. Yeah, assume they have no money, and then now go from, but can you actually, pay for the stuff, or do you want us to go Dutch? Or if you initiate the date, initiate the conversation about who is paying for this date.
Mwingine, I bought him a gift for his birthday, and he said, I hope you do not expect the same from me. This is why girls are scared of doing things for men. She was all out. PS4. She's looking nice. Gifts this man, and he says, I hope you don't expect this from me. You can tell it was still a talking stage, and she was probably more invested
in the relationship
than he was.
Yeah.
And she assumed they were dating, but he thought this is a talking stage.
Yeah.
So please, self-awareness.
Yeah, I think it's important for you to, especially, but like, okay, that was
mean.
That was like he. Because honestly, what if she just like thought about this person and their birthday and they just wanted to give them a gift? Like, no strings attached. It's your birthday, I just want to give you something nice. On a gift. On a price tag.
No, thank you.
Do not expect this from me, by the way. Like, where that was charged.
To me with this kind of energy.
That was charged.
But then I would take back my gift.
I'd be like,
exactly.
What kind of nonsense is
Stop
that?
wasting my time.
And then the fact that it's so early on in the relationship and they're so ready to show you that they are unwilling to do something.
By the way.
Yeah.
The early the better.
This one, I think we both had this one. I once dated this girl who always asked for money. Always asked for money every third day, or
emergency.
She would either ask me I once dated this girl who always asked me for money every third day, or she asked for money either for taxi, for fare, for lunch, for data, for airtime, money that she could use to buy drinks when she goes out with her friends. One time she asked if I could pay the balance for her lay-by. I'm assuming that's like like you're on a flight and then you've chilewed and then now you have to... Is that what a lay-by is?
I don't know.
Anyway.
That's a layover.
I think it... Yeah, maybe. She asked me for money for a lay-by. Let's assume she asked me for money to top up to buy like a kashamba or something.
I don't know.
A month was not enough. I feel like we need to Google what a lay-by is, because at this point we could be... Google is your friend. Google, sponsor us. Google is your friend. It's important for you to know what you're reading. Lay-by. Lay-by. An area on the side of the road where vehicles pull... Lay-by is an area of... That's weird. Oh, it's an installment. You pay for something in installments and the retailer keeps the item until you've fully paid for it. So basically, she had bought something... Analipa installment.
Analipa pole pole.
Alafu anakuambia, imagine, it's like asking for chama money. Like you're in a chama. You get in a chama, and then your chama turn for payment imefika. Like you're like, babe, please send me money. I need to pay for my chama. I'm like, that benefits me in no way. Why are you asking me for that kind of money? Mind you, this was a month into the relationship. Like, this is in the month. Every third day, she's asking for money for something.
Don't be a broke girl at the same time, by the way. You all need to realize
there's a difference between a damsel in distress.
Your lack of money is not somebody else's problem.
Yes. A difference between a damsel in distress and just like a broke babe.
Exactly.
Like, you just look poor. Like, there's nothing about you that's just like, oh my God, I'm so stressed because you send me money every third day.
So lesson learned. Don't be poor. Don't be a pauper.
Just work hard. Don't be a pauper.
When did you know he was not your type? When did you know they were not your type financially? When he asked me to cook for him. With this, I agree. He cook for me. That is broke boy behavior.
It really is.
Please.
It really is.
You have seen me perambulating.
Your ingredients.
You know? You've just seen me living my life. Hey. You've approached me. You want to know me. And then you ask me, when will you cook for me? That is broke boy behavior. Nothing like, hey, let's panga... It's the initiative. It's the tone you use. Hey, can we have a stay-at-home
cook date? Like, let's just
let us cook together. I'll buy ingredients.
Yeah, let me know what you need
together.
Cook.
That makes sense. Lakini ile when will you
unapika lunch lini?
Nikuje.
Niliona kwanza kwa Instagram
unakuanga mpishi. By the way, that's broke boy behavior. Stop it.
Honestly.
Resist the urge to ask a babe, when will you cook for me?
Hey, it's really...
Is she your wife?
It's really giving brokey. This one, he says, when I forgot my wallet and she gave me 2K to buy a bottle of wine, she demanded back her money as soon as we go back to the house.
Hey, but I feel like that is warranted.
Is it though?
You forgot your wallet. You said, babe, give me 2K. I buy this for you. Okay? and I will give it back to you. And then you get back home, you want to play brand new.
He didn't say he was going to give it back.
I actually read the thread, comment section. Just open it up. Somebody asked, did you say you were
what was
going
the
to
agreement
refund?
when you went to the store?
Exactly.
And then he said, after feeding you, bathing you, accommodating you, transporting you, and you demand for my 2K
He's
back.
using a lot of English. What was the agreement?
I feel like
he said he will give back the 2K.
Let's say that. Because in my mind, I assumed he said, I forgot my wallet, but let's just buy this bottle of wine. Ivo tu, you may share 2 apple. Do you have 2K? We buy. If you say, do you have 2K? We buy. You may share apple. But if you start telling me, babe, do you have 2K? And then I'll give it back to the house because I forgot my wallet in the house. I'll give it back to you. You have said you will give it back. Now you better give it back. But otherwise, if it's just like, yo, I forgot the wallet. And then you're like,
he was buying the wine for
let's
me.
buy. Yeah, but like you're both drinking it.
I felt like I've bought for myself wine and I have a boyfriend. Make it make sense.
It's the same energy as going out on a date and paying it for yourself.
Exactly.
I'm gonna stay at home and eating.
It's like me going to the club and then you say, Aki babe, I forgot my wallet. Can you pay for the bill and I'll?
I had no.
And then we get back home and you're acting brand new.
Yo, yeah. I think y'all just need to understand we have food at home. Like we got food at home. Do you got McDonald's money? If we're going to McDonald's, you better have McDonald's money. You better have KFC money. Bet. Hey, what's yours?
Another one said when he could not buy me data. But me, baby girl, I'm calling you out. Did you know why did you know have data?
You don't have money for data?
You don't have Wi-Fi?
Onaga 50.
Were you trying to call out somebody else for not buying you data?
No.
Eh? How old are you?
You are entitled. That's the problem. You're too entitled.
Entitlement.
Because no one has asked you. First of all, you're calling me to ask me. Please call me. You know the please call me messages. You call them. And then they're like, babe, send me money for data. Bro.
Imagine somebody saying they love you and then they call you with a reverse call. You know that is wicked. Because how? Ama, they send you a please call me. You want to say for the love of your life, you would not move mountains to get 10 shillings airtime.
Let me tell you.
To pick up the phone and call your babe. You have to flash them to send you airtime. What's this?
Like we've done that when we were broke, when we were young.
Come on now.
That's like a 19, 20, 21 uko.
Exactly.
And still, for that age.
It was bad behavior.
It was.
Why are you borrowing me money? Why are you borrowing me airtime?
Airtime.
By the way, anybody who borrows airtime and data should be persecuted.
Nakulipa ndio uniongeleshe, by the way, pia uko na jokes. You got it.
It should be a crime. It should be a crime.
If I want to talk to you, I will talk to you. Please don't ask me to. That's kind of nonsense.
And if it's that cringe when it's coming from a girl, imagine now a man doing this to you.
Even worse, when they ask you for the data and then they never call you or text you. So you basically...
Who are you calling?
My friend. This person to cheat on you. Wait.
Me, if I buy you airtime, you better call me with all of it.
You better call me. We better be like, ding, 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 babe, airtime in Aisha.
We better enrich Safaricom.
Yo, that's crazy. I'm trying to find another one.
I have a very interesting one. When did you know they were not your type financially? And she said, the baby mama wanted to be part of my black tax. Basically, what she's saying is, this man would ask her for money to pay child support or that you give to the baby mama.
Let me tell you, Barbara the Builder, that's exactly what you are.
Step-mommy.
Giving yourself responsibility that are not yours. This man is not only broke, he's broke and his baby mama is broke too. You're going to have to...
Nini ladies. It's one thing to give your boyfriend money. But to give your boyfriend money so that he can give his baby mama.
That's crazy.
That's wicked. You guys are wicked.
And you know the worst thing? The chances that he's now calling the baby mama, acha nitishe sonko wangu.
Wacha nikutafutie real quick.
Acha nikutafutie. You are the kutafutie.
Anytime I think I'm going through something, I get on the internet and I realize,
y'all are going through
my life is good. I'm cruising.
This one has taken me out. When did you realize that she was not financially like your type? That time we stood in the queue at the bank and I couldn't get us to skip the line. And she is VIP. She was VIP. Yani, mmepanga line.
I don't want no scrubs. Very embarrassing, by the way, when your man can't do something you can do for yourself.
No. You know, that offends me.
He can't open doors.
That offends me. To be honest, may catch feelings. You know, you can be poor. But if your man is also poor, hey, it's a whole different kind of energy.
You're just vibing in poverty. What's that? That makes no sense.
It's like going to a restaurant and they tell you they're fully booked.
And your man doesn't have connections.
And your man doesn't have connections to get you in.
Or at the club, they freeze you at the gate. And your man doesn't have connections.
He doesn't know how to call a guy.
He doesn't know anybody. Imagine you're both stranded. You and the love of your life. Mnaangaliana too.
To Rudy home. It doesn't happen to me.
What do you mean your man doesn't have connection?
Happened to me.
That's an ick. I would get so mad. And I actually realized this. Like anytime I experience an inconvenience, I will call my man because he has a solution. But anytime we're in a situation and it's like, Nika Mahala connect, I get irritated very fast. Quickly. Because I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Do you know the worst part is though? Do you know the worst part? This is an experience that I recently had. When we went to that restaurant and then they told us they were being racist. That one was just plain racist. And like, I was just like, you know, that anger of, you motherfuckers don't understand. I got money, bitch. But the worst part is, I was also in that situation. I'm thinking, okay, what if he's also thinking, Henny, you're not a celebrity enough to get us into this?
It was like,
you don't have credits.
People don't know you. You're calling each other out.
It's like mentally, you know. I was calling him out mentally. No, I was actually calling them out mentally first. I'm like, these motherfuckers don't get we have money. Like, they think we can buy a table. Bitch ass niggas. And then immediately I'm just like, guy, what if my husband is looking at me
and thinking,
I don't know you.
Celebrity.
They're not going to give you special pass because you're a celebrity. I've never felt so embarrassed. Like my tail was between my legs the whole way.
Have connections. Have connections all the time.
Embarrassing.
When did he know they were not your type financially? He was earning more than me, but he was into a lot of debts with loan sharks. He was also an alcoholic abuser. That turned him into a monster when he was drunk. Rubbish. You know what? No. Good for you. No amount of money should justify any type of violence or abuse, whether physical, emotional. No type of abuse should be tolerated because he has a wad of cash. Please respect yourself. Heri uende kwa bed sitter na mattress na bed sheet, and then you build yourself up. But just don't tolerate somebody because they have money.
Especially those guys who are like very loud about their money. You get me? Be very mindful of people who are very loud about their money. And I'm speaking about both men and women, because women do it too. People are very loud about your money. Even new money.
Independent babes. They will show you. I even saw somebody who said
they will show you.
She came across as independent, but she left me in debt. That light-skinned babe.
This one, that light-skinned baby, she came, he actually, when she said she was independent and left me with 100,000 in debt. That girl did me dirty. But the one that has took me out for real, took me out, is because I can relate.
Okay, let's hear this.
I can relate. Asked her in the morning to warm up the leftovers I cooked last night on our first date. She went to warm everything, including the salads, in the microwave. Can you imagine? And it reminded me.
Ni mshamba.
Wacha nijianike. Let me hang myself.
Alichipo mshamba. Sindio?
Acha nijihang pia mimi juu nilikuwa na ushamba pia. At some point I was mshamba, babe.
Tell us.
You can't know everything under this world. Under this sun you can't. But they also realize microwaves are different in different houses. Anyway, I'll never forget. I was supposed to be going for I was still doing my pastry courses. So like cooking at school. We had my pastry course where we actually had to be like in a chef's uniform and everything for catering, yeah? Anyway, so I hadn't cleaned my uniform. So, and it was back at home. And we were coming here. We'd gone on a date and I was supposed to go back home. But it's like, just come stay over because it's closer for you. Anyway, I'll drop you off in the morning to go to school. I'm like, yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Because like, kutoka Roy, mtu anatokanga saa ngapi ndio ufike klasi ya saa mbili. Don't play with it. So basically, I'm like, but I haven't cleaned my uniform. He's like, it's fine. Ask someone to bring the uniform to where we are. And then we will take it to the laundry. Because I was like, I have to take it to laundry. He's like, okay, no worries. Just like ask for the guy to bring the clothes and then we'll take them to the laundry. Then tukafika kwa nyumba. Nguo zangu zimekuja. I'm like, where's the nearest laundry shop, like a laundromat? Where's the nearest one? He's like, there's one at the junction. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me just like get... I didn't know how to drive back then. It's like, let me just get an Uber and then quickly just go and drop it off and then I'll pick it up later. He's like, okay. After like 10 minutes, he asked me, but let me ask you, why are you taking it to the laundromat? Don't you have like a laundry machine right here?
How kuna job to me?
It's not that. I thought laundry machines are different.
Please say it louder for those at the back.
I thought that the laundry machines that they used at the laundromat
are different.
Were different from the laundry machines.
They were super. At home. This is a home.
So I ingeza kufuango yangu. Because it was a wet jacket. Bro, I've never felt so embarrassed. In my mind, I was calculating, do I just say I didn't know? Or do I start fighting? You know, the way like, no, you don't, but then they will starch it.
Yes.
They will starch it. It will be nice and tough. You know, my school was... I was stuck in that place for a while. Moral of the story. It's okay to say you don't know. It's okay. It's okay.
Ask. Yeah. But then I realized we're afraid to ask because you're thinking, nitaka mshamba.
You will look mshamba.
But just ask rather than you go do something dumb and then now we're looking at you like, hey, baby, it's good you're pretty. Kuna bahati wewe ni mrembo. But if you ever been told that, just realize.
Or you hear the fridge vibrating. You know the fridge sometimes has like a weird noise. And again, this is new to you. So I'm telling you, I've gone through... I don't know. I was always just like, I don't know. So I'm like, there's a sound that I can't place. I had just bought a fridge. By the way, we just bought a fridge at home. So ujazoea hizi vitu zote. So unasikia tu humming. You're like, where is this fucking humming coming from?
Where is this coming from? Is the CIA tracking me?
Zima kila kitu. Tusikie you humming natoka wapi?
Guy, Jehovah.
Do you mean the fridge? Hi.
How do you even recover from that? And you're like, when I'm embarrassed, like my face turns red. I'd just be sitting there like a cherry tomato. Oh, I'll pee myself, guy. Ask. Please ask. When did you know they were not in time financially? And this person answered, When she asked me for transport money to go to church on our first date, after that, I knew she was not aligning with my brand. But even you want to say you're a child of God, but you don't have fare to go see God. Even you're joking. I have seen people ask for fare for a lot of things, but fare to go to church, she was just trying to scam you.
She really was.
She was just trying to scam you.
I feel like that was really a scam. Yeah. So without you sending her fare, she wouldn't have gone to church. Like, what's the story there?
But speaking of scamming for fare, me, I will say, as a reformed brokey, me, I once scammed somebody for fare. It's because I knew deep down, I knew it was not going anywhere. But they were insisting. They were just disturbing me. Unakaka kidogo, phone call. Unaingia WhatsApp, message. Unaingia Instagram, wow. I knew it was not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But they were just so insistent.
Like, you just want to shut them up.
So they were like, oh, Sijui, can we meet? I was like, okay, are you going to send me, like, transport? And they said, yeah, I will send you transport. And you know, those days I used to live in Waithaka. Uko Dagoretti, my God.
It's not a joke.
So even me, I knew, if I don't like you, there's no way I'm investing
like,
in...
I'm not putting that much
coming
energy.
all of the way to come see you.
It's a lie.
Nikamwambia tuma fare. Alituma hivi, nikiwa nimetransfer hadi M-Shwari. You're not going to reverse on me.
No.
Yeah.
We refuse that energy.
Yeah. Even a story Lisha.
So ulikula fare.
And aliacha, he stopped texting
you know,
me.
Like, for real, that's
and
like
he
a
stopped
shut up.
calling me. Yeah.
No, that's a shut you up. It's
he
a combination.
Nikamwambia, thank you, on my way.
That's a double-edged sword.
Alafu nikaendelea kuwatch movie.
It's a double-edged sword because akituma unamnyamazisha, asipotuma unamnyama. Either way, you're winning. Like, this is a win-lose situation. I feel bad for him. When she came with her friend on our first date, let me tell you.
Showing up with a friend.
Let me tell you. Have I not done this many times?
Bidhe kwa nini sifanyangi mambo? You showed up with your friend?
No, I used to show up with my friend to dates. It's not even once. Let me tell you. Bidhe, unajua kuna marafiki wengine pia watakangi uprosper. It's the same friend who... So basically, we went on the date, right? Very fancy. I was like, now 19 hapo. 19, 20. Very fancy. Ukipelekwa Stanley Hotel. Very fancy. Hapo Thorn Tree. Inaitwa Thorn Tree, inaitwa Flame Tree. Very, very fancy. Yo. Tukaketi chini. And then I think he wanted to send me, he wanted me to call something, like text him or something I was supposed to text him. I'm like, actually, I don't have airtime right. I don't have airtime right. Like, in a combine. It's like Brooks. Anyway, I don't have airtime right now. He's like, oh, it's all good. And then he just sent me money to my M-Pesa, and he still sent me airtime. I'm like, oh, thank you. Then I just texted him whatever I was texting him. My friend, with her very loud twist, she's like, oh yeah, send me as well.
Why? You know, when you're the backup friend, you're there for security. You're there to make sure that your friend is not going on a date with a creep or a kidnapper or just somebody creepy. So hata haufai kuwa kwa vicinity. Unafaa kuko kwa mahuti. Uko kwa trees. Umeketi uko fanning yourself. Usifaint.
But you know
enjoy kahawa.
The worst part is, I didn't see that as a problem until he called it out. Like, immediately she said that, he's like, okay, I'm sorry, what was your name again? All right. I think you need to understand that you're only here because she's here. You are the most irrelevant piece of this conversation. And if you ever find it in your heart again, or if your mind tries to confuse you, that you will utter such words to me, we're going to have a problem. Immediately is when I realized, oh, yeah, you're not supposed to do that. It is not our boyfriend. It is my...
Exactly. Our husband, our boyfriend.
Yeah, do it. I was stupid. Anyway, that's the moral of the story. Of course, we summarize all of those things in one story. I didn't have airtime, so I asked for airtime. Well, I didn't ask, but technically I didn't have airtime. And I was taking my broke friend to my date. Yeah.
when did you know that they were not your type financially?
Oh.
And they replied by saying, when she told me that in a month, you do not know what type of products and cosmetics I use when I bath. Apa alipatiwa estimates. You know, because already you know this girl is top tier. Anatumia La Roche-Posay. You know, she's in the money. Have you seen girl cosmetics and you're like, hey, how much is this? Cockroach Posay is expensive.
Roche-Posay is expensive.
Roche-Posay is expensive. There's Hula Sijui L'Oreal. There's Sijui who. Yeah. So he knew already.
You just like,
tukianza kupendana hapa. It's over
bill.
For me.
It's a bill.
As
it's
a man who uses one soap for everything, from bathing to washing dishes, washing shoes, waxing his hair for waves. He was like, the same for me.
When she got paid on Thursday and asked me to borrow, to lend her money on Friday, I was like, whoa. As in, umelipo leo, kesho umenitisha pesa. You've been paid today, Turi. Tomorrow, you're like, can you please lend me X amount of money?
Hey, where is he?
How are you so bad with finances? Unajua at least jipatie 1 week. Money in Ishanga 15th. That is where we are allowed to say you have no money, around the 15th. But 1 day later, bro, you're doing too much. You're doing too much.
I was just finishing. Work is calling.
Sorry.
Work is calling. Another one. No, I think we're in time. We met up for lunch and he wanted to pass by somewhere else because he needed a few things. By the supermarket, he needed a few things. While we were there, I decided to get myself a large X. I've been saying that I'll get it at the mall. And since we're at the mall, I decided to get it. He was quick to announce,
I'm not paying for that.
How he was not going to pay for that item. It was like less than 100 shillings. I go say, listen, it's one. I understand telling me, hey, by the way, I came here on a budget. I just want to grab a few things.
Yeah.
If you're getting something else, please pay for it. But to announce, you know, it's the tone.
No, but I feel like sometimes it's also the fact that you've seen this happen so many times. You as a babe, when you're going shopping with your mans, see, that's the time you're collect them.
Because I'm with my boyfriend, I'm with my man.
But in this case, they're in talking stage. I don't know you.
You're running errands with me.
I don't know you. It's like, oh, baby, let's just quickly, you want a juice. Let's just quickly go to the supermarket.
I'm like, hey babe, can I get this? But she had not even asked him. She was getting it for her.
But he has been scarred enough times.
He's traumatized.
He has trauma. Because he knows he has bought enough Roche-Posays.
Imagine just going with your man and then he's just shouting at you in the middle of the store. I'm not paying for that. I would be so embarrassed.
It's so embarrassing.
So mortified.
Honestly, just pick an Uber, go home.
Like, not everyone is looking at you like, honey, you don't know this person.
It's so embarrassing.
Is this not your boyfriend? Is it not?
It's wrong.
Oh,
like
God.
The shouting. You know, he can. Yeah, there are better ways of doing.
Yeah.
There are better ways of relaying this information to this girl. Like you don't have to be like, I pay for that.
Well, chukua tu ukijua ni unalipia hiyo. You'll never see me again.
It's the way I'm living and getting my Uber home. Okay? Unless, you know, the worst part is if you've left stuff at his house now.
You have to go back to this person's house. Avoid men. I think, that's the only solution. But all I'm saying is date for a reason.
Yeah.
Don't just date for vibes. Yeah. Because I realize even when you're dating for vibes, sometimes you'll feel cheated. You're like, really so what did I get from all of this? They got to spend time with me. I'm awesome. I'm amazing.
True.
I got to spend time with them and everything. But what was the end goal? It was just for vibes. It was just for exchanging of bodily fluids. That makes no sense. So, date for a reason and date for the right reason.
Yeah, and also just date people you are into because
and people who like
people who like you because all of these things, unfortunately, all of these scenarios are pretty much people who didn't like you enough, didn't like you at all. They were just here for vibes, or they just were. I don't know. They're just not that into you. Let's be entirely honest. And another lesson for me is whenever I think I will even read it. Whenever this statement comes up, just know, exit chat. Let me use my money, you'll pay me later. Anytime you ever hear that conversation where someone is actually telling you, no, you pay for it, I'll give it back. Or you, that's not the vibes, babes.
I feel like girls do this a lot.
The vibes.
Girls, and it comes with, imagine you've promised you'll send this girl 4K to go and do her hair. And then day of, she's calling you. Hey, babe, you said you'll send. You said you'll send. You said you'll send. Hey, babe, I'm at the salon. Hey, babe, I'm almost finishing. No response. When you realize that this person promised you X amount of money,
and they
it has gotten to that day,
send it,
and they have not sent it, please use your own money.
Please don't be an idiot.
Be quiet.
Go to the salon and wait for this person.
Stop pestering them. Stop calling them 100 times. Just realize they have shown you a pattern. They say they'll do something and they don't do it. So take it as a lesson and learn. But iyo mambo ya now, ati babe, so I use my own money and then
you pay me back.
That
so you
makes
have
no
money.
sense.
As in, you already have the money. Just use it.
Yeah.
Just use it. I think any energy. Also, like, surely, honestly, you have your phone. There's M-Pesa. There's mobile banking. All of these things are available. You have your wallet. You have your cards. Like you have friends. Call your friends. Do you know me? I used to be so embarrassed about asking for money. I would rather call my friend. They want me. I need to be a 2K. Nilipia hii kitu. Alafu tutaongea baadaye. Because of how embarrassing it was for me to actually ask for money. When I actually started, it took a lot of courage. You even have guilt just asking for money from someone. I feel like shame is a thing we need to just bring to the picture again. Like the moment shame is reintroduced, I think we'll
make shame great again.
Yeah, make shame great again.
And it goes both ways. Let it not be a thing where we're calling out girls for asking for money.
No, I'm talking about a guy as well. Yeah. Even a guy.
Guys.
I think surely.
Guys asking you for money. Straight up.
You've gone out on a date and you didn't also tell me that I'm paying, and then you're there saying, oh, you women are all the same.
It was the first day I had actually met this person. And they're like, hey, can you send me like 3K real quick? I sent it to somebody. When we get to a place with M-Pesa, I'll give it to you. Phone. The next day, I'm like, hey, where's my money? He's like, did I not drop you off? I'm like,
honey, when ni Uber.
Hata kama naishi Waithaka Dagoretti, my God, 3,000. I felt horrible.
Cheated.
I felt so cheated.
Yeah.
So please.
Yeah. Let's not put ourselves in situations where we're not comfortable financially. Let's just start from there. And also in the situation where it's the reverse, where the person is so wealthy that you're just looking at yourself like, wow, I am a povo. Learn to not make that an insecurity. It's okay. People will have money more than you.
Because sometimes rich people forget that poor people have problems.
I know, like...
So when they tell you to show up, you're like, hey, listen, are you sending a car?
Yeah. Are you sending me Uber? Or, babe, actually, I want to come, but I don't have transport right now. I don't have a dress to wear right now.
Exactly. I don't have an outfit.
XYZ. Because rich people operate in a weird way.
Tell him, send me a dress.
Send me
a dress.
Hey.
Send me a car.
Without shame.
If you don't want to ask for money, send me a car. Send me a dress.
I think it really helps with also preventing you from getting in debt just to date someone. Yeah. Because you will get yourself in debt just to date this person. Yeah.
I ever borrowed somebody 5K because I wanted to go on a date.
Which is very, very nice, but also very stupid.
Exactly.
Because you're assuming this person will go on the date with you, and then they'll give you this money back. Sometimes it doesn't happen.
Not really. I just wanted to like show up and just look cool, look independent, look like I have my shit together.
No, but I do that even now, honestly. Even now, I still do that. Like we'll go on a date, and when I'm feeling the most broke, I have like a 5K or like a 10K on my M-Pesa, I'll offer to buy lunch. It's like, no, the bill is on me. Alafu unaona ni 10K uko like, why my balance is 10 or what? Ni sawa tu. Nitalipa. Because I just want to feel like there's something about having your own money that makes you feel good.
True.
Paying makes you feel good. I don't know how to explain it, y'all. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's me. Anyway, I feel like the summary has taken a while.
It has.
Yeah.
It has. So all we're saying is have money. Watch us on YouTube, on all your streaming platforms. We're going to upload it. This time we're going to be on time, so
yeah.
Toodles.
Realized she didn't say bless you as I was sneezing away.
Hey. Gosh.
I'll see you next week.